Shebi I talk am. My instinct no dey lie to me. I talk am. Say the way Akpabio, abi wetin be name, take dey harass that lady Natasha, I know say there is something behind it. I know. So my people, Natasha, he don't come out, come break the table. As in, he scatter the table, pata pata. At least now, he don't come out now, can't take his whole mouth, can't explain everything to us, how everything takes started. So my people, make una hear from the horse's mouth.
So many people do not know what I'm about to say, but I'm going to speak my own truth. And the Senate President is allowed to counter that. It all started on the 8th of December, 2023, which was a day before his birthday and my birthday. We are birthday mates. We were all in Akpabio because he had a big fanfare in the stadium. Myself, my husband, and a few of his close friends, we went to Akpabio. And at first, we were at Ikot Ekpene. We were in his house in Ikot Ekpene. Then we all moved to his house in Uyo, which was about 8 p.m. And he held my hand and said he wanted to show me around his house. My husband was walking behind us, just 3 of us. We're walking around from room to room. He showed me the beautiful interior. This was done by this, by that, this designer here, he bought this from us. Like, oh, it's beautiful. And then I noticed that he hastened his pace while still holding my hand. And my husband was behind, still on his phone, but he was catching up whenever he could. And then he got to this particular sitting room, and he said, "Do you like my house?" I said, "Of course, sir. Every room, beautiful, nice interior, quality taste." He said, "Now that you're a senator, I'm going to create a time for us to come spend quality moments here. You will enjoy it." At that point, I just pulled away, and I was like, I don't really understand what exactly that meant. But then my husband now, when I turned around, I saw my husband was already near me. And the way my husband looked at me and looked at him, I was beginning to wonder, did he hear part of that inciting statements or not? And then the Senate President, too, I saw that he also had that thought, like, did my husband hear the invitation to treat or not? So then the Senate President now said, "Oh, by the way, let me show you my chapel." He has a chapel in his house as well. So while we were going to the chapel, you know, we walked in silence and all. So that evening, before we left the Senate President's house at about 11 midnight to the 4 points in Ikot Ekpene. And my husband asked me, "Natasha, what did the Senate President whisper to you? What was he telling you?" I thought, should I tell him that he was speaking about bringing me in here at a special time for us to have a good time? Or should I just kill it there, wrap it as if there was nothing? Because tomorrow was a big day. I know how much my husband adores the Senate President. He loves him as a brother. My husband would do anything to support him. So I told my husband, nothing. I can't remember what I created, but I just gave him some words to manage, to mask what was said. When we laid in bed, I looked to my right, and my husband wrapped his arms around me, and he said, "My love, you know you can't tell me anything. What did the Senate President tell you?" Again, I was like, "Don't you believe me?" I said, "Nothing. Nothing. Moreover, it's my birthday in a few minutes. Let's just be happy." Then my husband told me he doesn't want to see me travel out of the country alone, and I should not go to the Senate President's house because he has a guest house where many senators do go there, you know, after office to like get approvals and all that. So I told him, okay, no problems. That was it. I thought that was going to be the end. But then, in February, I wanted to move a motion. I wanted to move a motion for the investigation on the ills of corrupt practice in Ajakuta Steel Company. I listed that motion 5 times. It was the 6th time that it was listed on the order paper that was approved. Many senators can testify to that. Each time the motion is listed, just before he takes it, he will say, "Oh, Senator Natasha, we can't take this motion because the board of the Senate does not accommodate it." Or he will speak on others and then let it drag so that just before my motion is taken, the time will be well spent. So he kept on doing that. I went to him in his office. And I said, Senate President, you know how important this Ajakuta Steel Company to me is. You know how important it is to my people and to Nigerians. I've noticed that you have stepped down. This motion. As a matter of fact, a number of senators told me, go and see him and plead with him so that he would take it. I was like, sir, please, why can't you take this motion? It's very important. It's been listed. Then it was listed a third time and stepped down. He then said, Natasha, I'm the chief presiding officer of the Senate. You can enjoy a whole lot if you take care of me and make me happy. At that point, I said, sir, I'll pretend that I didn't hear this. He said, well, the ball is in your court. I left his office, and when I got home, I told my husband, I didn't tell my husband what happened. I just told my husband, please, can you speak to the Senate President to allow my motion scale through? I think I also spoke to the DSP, to the leader, Senator Pemi. I spoke to a number of senators that they should please intervene and allow him to do that. I never told them what happened. My husband had to take a trip to London. Then the Senate President traveled to London. My husband met with the Senate President in London and pleaded with him, let my wife take this motion on Ajakuta. That is very important to her.
Okay. All right, Senator Natasha.
Said, okay, that he did not take it because he was protecting me. Hold on, please. He didn't take it because he was protecting me. Protecting me from what? Anyway, at the time my demotion was taken, it was the Deputy Senate President, His Excellency Barao, that actually sat. The Senate President stood up and walked out. So it was Senator Barao that actually took it.
All right, Senator Natasha.
And from there, many other incidents happened.
Yes, Senator
Let's
Natasha.
Talk about the nightclub.
Yes.
Hold on, let's talk about the nightclub incident.
Professor Kila is going to ask you a question. I'm so sorry to have to interject here, but I just want to mention that, and I'm glad you gave the caveat at the beginning of your statement, that this is your side of the story, and the Senate President has the right to defend himself or to counter what happened between you privately. So what I assume, or for what you're saying, is that what happened last week Thursday began from a private conversation, and then you have felt like you've been maligned as a result of you not agreeing to certain propositions, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
what has happened? You know the story of when a student keeps being failed.
Yes.
Please, let me say this, Ayo. You know the situation we see in universities whereby a student is continuously being failed just because she has not slept with the lecturer. That's what I've been facing, in simple terms.
Thank you. Professor Kila.
That is what I have been going through.
Thank you very much,
and
Professor Kila.
Now, moving to, should I speak?
Godwill Akpabio, the Senate President, say they challenge the legitimacy of human rights radio and television. He never to take, just a few days after, him and Natasha can't get this issue, where Natasha misbehaved into follow her misbehave. You understand? He never to take. Now we read one letter, where the tone no dey friendly. For people where una they invite, now we write petition on behalf of Bywater staff to the National Assembly. We will write letter on behalf of those people because we believe in the we believe in the authority and the integrity of the National Assembly. We carry and come. If una won't write us later, una no go use that kind of tone. That tone, not tone of someone. Tone will be like, for us will be law students, is like subpoena. The tone is not like inviting you in a friendly manner. It's like you barrister, you know. The tone is like a subpoena. You must come. So I beg for people who misunderstand. For now, me and Senate President know they fight. For now. Make we na dey on standby. For now, we know they fight. But we report reach us about waiting then they plan. When we reach that place, we go know. But for now, I beg. Make I clear the air, because many people they talk say they call me from Mina, Niger State, say they go do buses to come to National Assembly. Some people call me from Kano. I mean, By God. People are telling me that they are going to come to the National Assembly and shut down the National Assembly the day where I go before the National Assembly. So we go read this letter, make I explain, so that people will misunderstand them. And you know, any area where dog they pursue children up and down. If in the morning, if in the evening they see one pikin wey die by the roadside, who kill him? Now the thing will make the people misunderstand this thing be that the trend of event will happen. Human rights, we never establish human rights radio and television yet by the Senate President. That one we never digest and finish. The issue can happen between him and the senator, distinguished Senator Natasha. He never finish with it there. Now we can't read this letter. I happy say we read the letter for people. Now complainants, I thought say make we meet for National Assembly. And anybody will be in the look for how to see me where if you see me here, make we meet there. No be say we won't go make trouble. In case we no, that very day, that not be Friday, we call Senate President. So he called me in the evening. I don't know who and who they around. Una they around. Chief Fatima, when the Senate President call, like how many minutes me and I'm talk?
Sir, una talk more than 1 hour, sir.
And now him, they lead the talk. They explain. And it will be honest, in the course of his explanation, I got educated. He talk some things where I don't know about National Assembly, about their rules, about their sitting arrangement, about. He explained. I don't know whether I want to understand. Yes, and now from there, that discussion, me and him agree, say, he go come. He come to us, say, say he go send somebody from the National Assembly. So, the person, I never see him. Only for me to see one message. And I'm not going to hold him. I want read the message. I want read the message. Yes, hey, could not tell me read them? Read them. Louder. Raise up. Okay. He say, good morning, ordinary president. I hope it's not early. I was calling to find out what time Senator Peter Nwaebonyi will come to your program on behalf of the Senate President. I had called you with this number and you spoke with the SP, Senate President. My name is Sir Kenny Okolugbo, Consultant, Communications Strategy, Office of the Senate President. He sent this message around 8 minutes after 7. Another message come. The second message come 8 minutes after 7. More importantly, the address. The address of Human Rights Radio and Television. So what me can conclude be say, Shebi, the Senate President talk say, they no establish Human Rights Radio and Television is not legal. So, you know, as a law student, when person want show say you are so inconsequential and non-existent, he go tell you that kind of thing. So I been she from them? Okay. So, Human Rights Radio and Television, if they ask for address, the same National Assembly don't write us later many times, and our address then they put. But somebody from the Senate, make una not forget, say we get relationship, partnership with the House of Representatives, where then they appear once a week here to educate Nigerians, to engage with Nigerians, to listen to Nigerians, and make them harvest cases where they go to formulate policies on behalf of Nigerians. So the House of Representatives, they sabi the address, then they come here. Senator, where they collecting seat. We remember, Elder?
Yes, my ordinary president.
Senator, where they collecting seat, INEC won't sit down on top of a mandate. He carry crowd come here. 3 days later, they give him a mandate. That time, the senator sabi road to this place. Now, they no sabi road to this place. So I know they give address. If they won't come, make them come.